Definitely some interesting news in the gaming market since Microsoft/Xbox decided to acquire Activision Blizzard. People have been saying, "Your move, Sony." And it looks like Sony just made their move. Sony is buying Bungie, the original developer of Halo and Destiny, of course, but I feel more prominently the Halo titles are what really speaks to the average gamer when they hear that Bungie's been bought. I grabbed some of the top articles here. We'll start with Bloomberg. Sony buys Destiny game developer Bungie for 3.6 billion, which is much less than the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Such bright white, my goodness. Sony Group Corp is purchasing Bungie Inc., the US video game developer behind the popular Destiny franchise, for 3.6 billion to bolster its stable of game-making studios. The deal announced on Monday is the third significant video game acquisition announced this month, following the Microsoft Corp's purchase of Activision Blizzard for 69 billion 2 weeks ago, and Take-Two Interactive Corp snagging mobile gaming leader Zynga Inc. on January 10th. Buying Bungie will give Sony one of the most popular first-person shooter games to compete with the massive Call of Duty series, which Sony's main rival now owns through Activision. Microsoft is committed to releasing at least the next 3 Call of Duty games on Sony's PlayStation, Bloomberg News reported, but eventually Microsoft could decide to take these series exclusively to its Xbox console and Windows computers. Sony may see Destiny as its response. It would be really weird to see it go exclusive for PlayStation after all these years. There would be a huge backlash from gamers, I feel. Well, besides PlayStation owners anyway. Sony is a regular acquirer of video game studios, though Bungie is by far its largest of the past decade. The Japanese entertainment and technology giant typically buys less established studios and enhances them with marketing and development resources, as it did for Naughty Dog and Guerrilla Games. Sony also holds minority stakes in some bigger game companies such as Epic Games Inc., the maker of Fortnite. In recent years, Sony has made some smaller acquisitions, notably Burbank, California-based Insomniac Games in 2019, and Finland's Housemarque, aiming to bolster its library to PlayStation exclusives. While Microsoft has focused on packing its subscription service, Xbox Game Pass, full of games big and small, hopefully World of Warcraft, Sony's blueprint is to develop large blockbusters and keep them exclusive to PlayStation, a strategy that helped the PlayStation 4 sell more than 116 million units, well ahead of the Xbox. Bellevue, the Washington-based Bungie, founded in 1991, helped put the Xbox on the map with the Halo franchise and was purchased by Microsoft in 2000. In 2007, the studio negotiated its independence and spun out from Microsoft to work on the next big thing, Destiny, with Activision. The relationship ended in 2019 and Bungie began self-publishing and operating Destiny independently. Destiny functions differently than many other franchises. Rather than release a regular cadence of sequels, Bungie decided to continue operating and expanding the most recent game, Destiny 2. The base game is free to play, while Bungie regularly releases expansions and season passes full of new content. The move has been popular, drawing in more than 20 million players since 2019, according to Bungie. Is it a sustained 20 million players, or is that just units sold? GameIndustry.biz reports that following the deal, Bungie will be run as an independent subsidiary of Sony Entertainment and will remain a multi-platform studio with the option to self-publish and reach players where they choose to play. Bungie is best known as the creators of Halo, but since becoming an independent studio, have focused their efforts on Destiny, a live service FPS RPG where players can explore the galaxy as Guardians of Light. The company is also working on a new IP. Intriguing. We've had a strong partnership with Bungie since the inception of the Destiny franchise, and I couldn't be more thrilled to officially welcome the studio to the PlayStation family, says President CEO Jim Ryan. In the official PlayStation blog post, Ryan begins by confirming Bungie's independence. I want to be very clear to the community that Bungie will remain an independent and multi-platform studio and publisher. That's good news. Ryan also says that Bungie will sit alongside the PlayStation Studios organization, where the two groups will collaborate. PlayStation Studios will also gain access to Bungie's proprietary tools, which can be used for PlayStation Studios teams, according to the blog. In a separate blog post, Bungie detailed what the acquisition means for the company, calling Sony Entertainment a partner who unconditionally supports us in all we are and who wants to accelerate our vision to create generation-spanning entertainment, all while preserving the creative independence that beats in Bungie's heart. Bungie reaffirms that it retains its ability to independently publish and develop games, even after the acquisition, and it's committed to supporting games and communities where they choose to play. This is Sony's 6th acquisition since 2021, though most of its studio acquisitions have been studios with long histories with PlayStation, like Bluepoint and Housemarque, or support teams and specialized studios like Nix's and Valkyrie Entertainment. While Destiny 2 has been heavily promoted alongside PlayStation with exclusive bonuses for players on the system, Bungie's history is intertwined across PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, and the company hopes to remain multi-platform after the deal. This deal will be scrutinized in relation to Xbox, which has recently been making major acquisitions across the industry while building up Xbox Game Studios. Xbox acquired ZeniMax Media, including Bethesda Games, bringing the Fallout and Elder Scrolls developer into the fold, and later announced it will acquire Activision Blizzard and teams responsible for games like Call of Duty and World of Warcraft. Sony has responded to Microsoft's record-shattering deal to buy Activision Blizzard with the acquisition news of its own, announcing today it plans to buy Destiny 2 maker Bungie for $3.6 billion. It's a much smaller acquisition though. Just trying to pick out the points that are not exactly the same. This is an important step in our strategy to expand the reach of PlayStation to a much wider audience. Jim Ryan. We understand how vital Bungie's community is to the studio and look forward to supporting them as they remain independent and continue to grow. The deals also come amidst greater scrutiny around studio working conditions, a flood of allegations of misconduct at Activision Blizzard, beginning with the California lawsuit last July, which was reportedly what forced CEO Bobby Kotick to agree to a sale in the first place. Bungie was the subject of reports of workplace issues as well last year, with an investigation by IGN revealing incidents of sexism, racism, and other mistreatment that went unaddressed by studio management. I didn't even hear about the Bungie allegations, but clearly those got swept under the rug compared to the notably larger Activision Blizzard. Hopefully they've cleaned up their act as well, because we know that there's been tons of firings at Blizzard. It'll be interesting to see what this new IP coming from Bungie is. I wonder what kind of genre of game it is, because obviously they've kind of remained in the FPS sphere, so I wonder if they're going to take a shift, or if it's just going to be a new FPS IP. I guess we'll find out.